obviously most people speaking about Mohamed Salah, but Lord, Curtis put during that game, he said, everyone talking about Salah, and rightly so, his numbers are crazy, but this guy, Van Dijk, is one of the best centre-backs we've ever seen. And it hurts me because I used to do the comparisons, Saliba, Van Dijk, Saliba, Van Dijk. And obviously, eventually, I expect Saliba to get to that level and in a sense of, you know, once if he starts winning stuff as well, be in that same conversation.
By the way, he will get to that level, mate, but it might be in the roundabout. He might be wearing the Real Madrid shirt. That's the problem.
Don't want to hear that, Curtis. I don't want to hear that right now. I'm sensitive. I'm bloody sensitive. Don't take my players as well, yeah. I'm sensitive. You catch me off guard like the kid in Sainsbury's, brother. Please allow me. But I hear you. I just think I was watching Van Dijk like, brother, he is controlling everything here. And then I saw him do diags to Salah, like comfortable. And I was like, oh my God. And not to say that I haven't, listen, I've watched Van Dijk and I understand. I have friends that have played against Liverpool and said, when he come off the pitch, it was like a breath of fresh air. The guy, when he's on the pitch, is just like, you can't even breathe. He controls everything. So I understand that sentiment. But watching him the other day against City, I was just like, he's unfazed. He's clipping the ball into channels and directly at the players' feet. He's also just telling players where to be. I've seen him get vexed at Trent, not this game, but before, and being like, he's the level. And I'm like, he's not a joke. And yes, I'm aware of people, this is AFTV, we want to speak at Arsenal, don't worry. But we have to highlight some of the things that are just going on. And I just thought, when I saw that tweet, I was thinking the exact same thing. Salah, listen, they obviously try to do conversations about the best and Thierry Henry conversations with him, but I'm not hearing any of that. Thierry Henry was a maverick. No. The level of footballer he is compared to the players that he's amongst stat-wise, he surpasses them for what he's done in the Premier League and just how he is as a player. But Van Dijk at the back, I'll be honest, I was watching him thinking, wow. So, he's on
another level. Yeah. He's on another level. You know, he's so good in the air. He's so strong. He can run. He's on the ball. I think the only thing you would ever use against Van Dijk, if without sounding unfair, is I think the standard of strikers is lower.
Correct.
So when you look at your Rio Ferdinands and, you know, any other Premier League, you're going to look back and say, look at the strikers they was playing against on a weekly basis. I think if you look in the Prem now, outside of maybe Isak and Haaland, how many top strikers are there that you're playing against? Not that that should tarnish how good he is, but, you know, these guys were playing against R9 in the Champions League and, you know, Zlatan's and all Suarez, all these monsters, but Van Dijk's just... And another player that Wenger will say could have signed from Celtic, they reckon, didn't he say he sent the scout to watch him and he said he was too casual, he didn't think he could do it in the Premier League, but obviously he can do it in the Premier League, so it's another Wenger
he definitely miss. Can. Another Wenger one that we kind of let slip by. And it's funny because I do want to caveat as well, though, to say that there was a season, I think it was last season, Van Dijk wasn't the same Van Dijk. I remember being saying, oh no, what happened to Virgil and all that. Saliba's had a bad game before, but he actually had a bad run, Saliba. I remember him being sprawled out on the ground. He did. So I'm not going to take...
He did have an ACL injury. He had an ACL, so I think that he took him out of 10 months, then it when Pickford injured him.
Yes. But it was okay. Yeah. Season before last. Sorry, LFC Javier. Fake. Sorry, the season before last. So there was times, you know, he's been off. But I'm just saying, recently I've been watching him. That level, mental.
Yeah.
We're gonna stick around.